Welcome to Temptation Island Talent Show. It's about to get lit.
Who's telling you that I'm not genuine?
You showed your true colors.
There's a snake in the house. I'll play those games.
I'm stirring the pot, baby. I'm stirring the...
Wow. Kendall, the numbers are in your favor here, buddy. I'm full-blown single while I'm in the villa. I'm doing whatever I want to do.
Shut the F up.
Welcome back to another episode of Tula Unfiltered Temptation Island Edition. I am your host, Lauren Tula Poindexter, also a cast member of Season 3's Temptation Island. I was casted as a single, as you guys know. Now listen, I want to jump into all of the juiciness that we just saw from this past episode. I am joined today with my co-host, Brian Lamont and Raro Lay. And we will also be joined by a special guest later on within the episode. But you guys, oh my goodness. This was a juicy episode. Oh my gosh.
I thought last week took the cake, but this one, baby.
Each week they keep piling on each other.
I'm ready.
So I have to say, first of all, I don't even know where to start. Like, do we start with Erica finding her voice and bossing up and basing up on Shaq? Or should we start with Kendall and Alexis having adult cuddles? Like,
Start with Erica ass.
Let me see. Yeah, so let's start with Erica. So how did you guys feel when you saw her talking to Shaq after that situation was going on with Dr. Blake and Evan and all the guys? Raro, how did you feel about that?
I loved it. I'm like, finally, she has a voice. Like, finally, she's speaking up for herself. She's defending herself. And you're really starting to see her personality, because it just seemed as if she was so damaged from Kendall that it was like, you're really pretty to just not like, just in like, she seems like she would be strong, but she wasn't really showing us that strongness until now. And it's like, you are too cute, girl, to be with that man and allow him to take away your voice like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
I was
Brian,
ready for her to open up, and I was the same way. I was like, yes, girl, come on. I'm gonna get her to be my sugar mama, because she like,
Not sugar mama though. How old do you think she is?
It don't matter. She probably got a coin. She probably be spending it on Kendall and everything. Like, spend it on me.
So dope.
Oh my goodness. Nah, I was definitely, when I saw that, I was like, sis, where has this energy been? Like, you know, and it sucks. And just to hear too at the bonfire, to hear like how she is so used to being cheated on. She's so used to those toxic relationships. Yeah, she like her past relationship. She said she was being cheated on every other weekend. Like, what? Why did you let that happen? You know? And so I was one, proud of her for acknowledging that happened, but also saying, okay, I'm not going to do it again. But she did it again with Kendall. She said Kendall cheated on her before the island. So, you know, Yeah. So I'm definitely curious to see how she's going to continue to build upon that and kind of continue to find her voice and step into her own woman, because I feel like it's the boss chick up under there somewhere, and it's slowly coming out.
I noticed, I think it's like a lot of times when women are in abusive relationships, their voice gets taken away from them, but it isn't taken away in every single scenario. So with her man, she really is kind of voiceless. But I think now that she's not underneath his wing and she's not just underneath his reach, she really can voice it out. So like, they don't let other people get away with it, but then their man be doing everything and anything to them. And you're like, what's going on? Because the math isn't mathing. So
the math don't be mathing. Yes. But you know what? I'm excited to see what's about to happen with her and Jesse. Yeah. Because Erica and Jesse, and now this is like the second episode of them two, they're getting a little bit more cozier, and you know, they're going out on these dates and they're opening up to each other a little bit more. So I'm thinking Erica and Jesse might turn into a thing on this island, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. He's cute.
Yeah, they look good together. Like, he's handsome, she cute. Like, I'm like, that would make, and he listens to her. He's attentive. Yeah. He listens. He's not manipulating her thoughts or kind of gaslighting any of her opinions against her. So it just seems healthier. And that sucks, because within weeks she finds someone who's healthier. So at least eventual upgrade from the island and go away with something better.
Yes. Now, speaking of upgrades, I'm wondering, is Chelsea going to upgrade from Tom to Tom? Because she and I don't even know if this is an upgrade or not. Like, I don't know, because she was getting a little very cozy with Tom in the house. And I know she was definitely on Dr. Blake at first, but looks like she's canoodling with Tom a little bit. I see, a little back action.
What was
They're
that?
so similar.
Adult cuddles.
Right.
I don't think they had adult cuddles.
Okay,
now,
so
Kendall and Alexis had adult cuddles.
Gotcha. Okay,
I'm sick of that girl. Like, oh my gosh, please bring her on one of these episodes so we can like have a one-on-one with her.
But okay, now hold up. Because see, I see both sides of the situation right now, because a lot of people are coming for Kendall and Alexis, but Kendall is literally doing what they signed up to do. They came on this show to be single.
But my thing,
that's true.
It's the
respect. They came on the show to be single.
They did come on the show to be single, but it's the respect factor. You wouldn't disrespect your best friend like that or your friend like that and just blatantly be like, I don't care about anything. Because if
they said no rules, though.
She's disrespectful. He's disrespectful. They should just be together. Rules. End of the show.
Erica and Kendall said no rules. So what if on the first night Kendall was knocking it down and Erica was knocking it down? Would America still feel some type of way because they both said no rules?
They'd be even. Like it would definitely be even. Like, for example, is it who's
not they even?
So Corey comes to the island and you clearly see that like his girlfriend's not fully appreciating him. So we're all rooting for him to upgrade and find a woman who really truly cares about him and isn't like kind of doing the reverse gaslighting in that situation. Right. But it's like he's still respecting her, but he's like, it might not be the best decision for me. So maybe it is time that maybe I look somewhere else. That's respectable. But like, not just like, I'm not really worried if she sees, like, if anything will come out of this stronger. Well, I'm sorry, but if my man is in another bed with a woman, we ain't coming out stronger. We just not coming out.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I'm gonna be real. I was like, what?
That's
like,
what he wants.
Like, is that exactly? And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean he's gonna come out stronger? I mean, again, I understand it's a process, but I think, again, I agree with you. I think the way he's going about things, like his demeanor and his attitude towards it, is very arrogant.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if he realized it, but it comes off very arrogant. Like there's no consequences to your actions.
Right.
But again, it's like Alexis, like I see people trying to come for her, and it's like she's doing what she signed up to do. Like she came on this show to find a connection with someone, and Kendall is that perfect. Right. He's the producer's golden child because he's totally involved in this. He is soaking it in. And it's like, can you imagine if all the guys were like, look, I'm going to be single while I'm here. Now, honestly, I don't know if that would have made them attractive, like super attractive, because I may be like, if you so-called love your girl, how can you become single like that so quick, And
does single mean that you have to jump in bed with someone? I don't think it means that you need to immediately jump in bed with someone. You can get to know people, develop a real relationship where you truly get to know that person's personality. Like, can I stand this person outside of the bed? Like, because a lot of people get so stuck in the bed that they are carried away with lust and infatuation. And next thing you know, I think it might. I don't know if I'm like a prophet or something, but I feel like Alexis is going to end up hurt because he was too quick to try and get in her bed and not really like, what's her last name? Do you have, like someone said that I think I saw online or somewhere, but really, do you have siblings? Like what do you like to do? I haven't heard any conversations like that between Alexis and Kendall. It's really just like, I like chocolate. And girl, we know.
I like dark chocolate.
You need to get some pointers to homegirl Christian.
For that dark chocolate.
And just like, I don't blame her at all because yes, she is single and she came there to be single. She is not like, she doesn't owe Erica anything. So she came there exactly to do what she needed to do. And sure, she's having fun. She should be having fun. It's just unfortunate it's with Kendall.
Yeah.
She need to give some pointers to homegirl Christian, because I feel like Christian need to open her ass up.
Kristen,
Yeah, but
Kristen, I do.
She can open up like slowly but surely, but like,
yes.
girl,
I do want
let
to
loose.
her personality.
Yeah, Kristen definitely, oh my gosh, like during that bonfire, like I totally felt for her because I could tell that she is such a strong, put together woman, and she has layers. Like, remember, me and Julian, that second date that we went on, we learned a lot about each other, you know, and it just put a lot into perspective, even with their dynamics, and you know, it puts you in the situation where it's like, she has gone through so much. Is she able to fully see what Julian is doing, like the efforts that he's made to mend the relationship? Because he's done his part, or he's doing his part, but she also has some work to do too, and some healing to do, and she has to allow herself to do that. So, you know, to see her like really have like that revelation, like, okay, I know my guard is up. I know I've gone through some things. I know I try to battle things on my own, you know, to see her realize that. And hopefully, I hope that as the episodes progress, she does start to let her guard down and start to realize that, okay, I can lean on my support system, whether it's her family, because she says she doesn't cry in front of her sisters or her parents. And, you know, that sucks. You know, it sucks when you are so strong and you feel like you can't rely, or not even can't, but you don't want to rely on other people for whatever reason, you know. So I do hope that she has some breakthroughs and she loosens up a little bit, because she seems like she's fun, you know. Even though she told him to drop down and clean the floor the first night, somebody in our group chat was like, yo, these girls act like they are RAs in the dorm. Like, are they RAs right now?
And I think another person during your watch party earlier, someone had mentioned, I think Bobby or something had mentioned basically that if after you decided to stay with that person, after that they cheated, you guys both basically need to make a commitment to like actually really trying to make it work. So if you're going to stay there, then you do have to let go of that past stuff and kind of start on a new slate where you're forgiving. But it's easier said than done.
Way easier said than done. Yes. Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to bring up Sophia, and I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna bring you guys back towards the end of the show. Okay, we're going to continue the convo. So up next, you guys, I have one of my BFFs from the show, from the house, Miss Sophia Perez, Miss Miami, Miss 305, Spicy Mama. Welcome to Tula Unfiltered, my love. Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Now listen, I just want to jump straight into it because we are seeing some spice and some action between you and Tom. So just walk us through what we have seen so far in the season between you and Tom.
So it's kind of funny because obviously they're putting in, I mean, hours and days. They have to all like cram it into 40 minutes and two different houses. So you don't really get to see, I feel like, the full journey of how Tom and I started. But we honestly started really just in the beginning was just very like friends. Like we just started as friends, and slowly but surely every single day getting to know him, you see that we're building this connection, and he picks me on the second date, and then from there it kind of our relationship blossoms. And honestly, like it's so crazy going back and reliving this, because it's like, wow, it brings back so many memories. And seeing the date that we had today, I'm like, wow, I really miss Tom, and like island. But I'm just really, really happy that people are starting to see a little bit more of our relationship blossoming and growing, and it's honestly just such a pretty thing, like just to see it all over again and relive it. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot of crazy moments and fun moments, but today's episode was a little sprinkle of what's to come.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I just have to say, you know, just watching the dynamics between you and Tom, like, you know, each day you guys can tell the bond was forming, and it was organic form, you know, an organic bond. And I feel like you were what he needed. you were allowing him to be himself, and it came off that way. So I'm definitely interested to see how things are going to continue to develop between you two. But you know what? I want to jump into some tweets right now because Twitter has been popping for the show. We were there, you guys. So we're going to give you our responses to some of these tweets, and let's just jump into it. All right. So, okay. Someone said Chelsea is grinding on men and Tom is disrespecting the relationship? ? What's not clicking with her? Ooh, what do you guys say about that one, Sophia? This means awkward.
I am so glad that people are bringing this to light, because I think this is the first time that people are like really are really seeing that, okay, it's since the beginning, it's, oh, Tom is so friendly, oh, Tom is disrespectful, he's flirting with other girls, but it's never what it's been. Like Tom isn't, it's just his personality is friendly and can come off as flirtatious, but Tom has never once ever disrespected me or anyone on the island. And we got a little innocent peck on the cheek, and Chelsea's here grinding and bumping and grinding on the other Tom in the other house. So I'm actually like, I'm happy that people are catching on to this, because since the beginning, Chelsea has been kind of like bashing Tom, like Tom is too flirty and Tom flirts and he talks to other girls all the time. When it's like, sis, like, look at you're doing the same thing, but then on the bonfire, you want to sit and cry because he got an innocent little peck.
Okay. Let's pull up another tweet. Starting to think none of these couples will make it. Ooh. Well, I'm not going to answer that. You guys are just going to have to keep watching to see if any of the couples are going to make it, because they may or they may not. Next week.
Yep.
It's very telling how we never see Erica having conversations with any guy. Is she really stuck on Kendall's ugly ass? Release my sister, please. Oh, child, now hold on. Because we see her talking to Jesse.
Mm-hmm. We see her forming a connection.
Yes, she's definitely forming a connection with Jesse. So I would say go back and watch some of those episodes, and you'll see. She's definitely warming up to Jesse, and I ain't even mad at it. Let's pull up another tweet. Come on, Chelsea. You're doing the same. Ooh, he is. See, Sophia. Yes, and you retweeted that. So somebody caught on and caught that Chelsea is doing the same thing that Tom is doing.
Yes. But you know what? It's all part of there wouldn't be a show. You know what I mean? Like, this is all part of the process. Yeah. Is opening up. But like, the thing is I just, what pisses me off is that she wants to come for Tom when she's doing the same thing. That's where it's like, okay, honey, like, sit down, sis, because you were bumping and grinding on someone else. So come on,
Part. Yeah. Let's pull up another one. I feel like all these couples just don't have friends. They just hang around each other 90% of the time. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one completely. I don't know.
I mean, I saw this tweet and I was like, maybe I can see that maybe for like Tom and Chelsea, just because every time they do go out, like Tom is getting in trouble for networking or for passing out his business card. So I saw that and I was like, oops, yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Let's put up another one. Alexis was trying to eat Kendall's face. Listen, I told y'all from day one. Okay, Kendall was ready to risk it all, and some of the girls were ready to risk it with him. Alexis did not come to play games.
Yeah,
she said I was tired, and sis knew what she was doing. I'm gonna drink to that one. Cheers. Next tweet. First of all, I love this gift. Because
I love it.
When you guys came back, you were so excited about that date. You were glowing when you went on that date when you came back. Aww. And I was like, okay, I can see the bond happening. And I feel like too, you were letting your guard down too, because I feel like your guard was definitely up, with the guys, as a lot of our guards were up with the guys, because they were clearly there for their girlfriends, and it's like, okay, well, we're trying, but it's like, how much can we try if Y'all not trying.
No, definitely, I agree. I definitely came in with my walls built up because I had just gotten out of a serious long-term relationship that like I was just thrown into this environment where it's like, okay, date now, and it's like I was in a relationship for a really long time, so for me being in the dating scene, like it was all so new to me, and I just felt so comfortable around Tom, and he just always made me feel so good, and was always giving me the best advice. Like he's great. Honestly,
Yes.
he's so cool.
Yes, now I want to bring back up Raro and Brian, so we can talk about this talent show that went down. Okay.
Hey, Sophia.
Now, first of all, I'm a little sad that they cut the Island Girls because me, Sophia, and Amanda were the Island Girls. And we had a whole dance routine. We practiced really hard for that. Let's hit them with the eye.
Yeah.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
We did.
I love it.
Y'all, we legit had a whole routine. But okay, so first of all, this is like some tea about this talent show, right?
Oh, I'm ready.
So
We did.
this was like the day of date 3. Now I didn't go on that date. So we were in the house planning for the talent show, and like all day, like I'm like, okay, I'll be the MC for the night. So I'm like, okay, ladies, what's your talent? What's your talent? I'm like making sure I write a captivating description for each person. Now Alexis, she went on a date, so she was going to join me, Sophia, and Amanda for our dance, but she was like, oh, I have a talent. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to write down? I'm like, okay, what do you want me to write down? She's like, don't worry about it. Just introduce me. So I'm like, okay. So, I introduce her, and homegirl comes out and like, yeah, so, I didn't really have time to practice anything. So my talent is going to be making the first move. And she walks up to Kendall and plants this big juicy kiss on him. And everybody was just like, whoa, oh my God. Like they heard us over in the girls' villa. Like, Sophia, what was your reaction when that happened?
Honestly, like that was our genuine reaction. Like we did not see that coming at all. Like I wish they can just get like a slow-mo of all of our faces. We're like, what the like we were so that was technically the first like real that was the first kiss.
Yeah.
Right? So it was like we saw, none of us saw it coming. None of us. Like
and I gotta tell you, like from the singles perspective, it was kind of like, okay, the ice is broken. Like that like, oh, everyone's here, we're still feeling it out. It's like, nah, like it's showtime. Like Alexis low-key opened the door, I feel like, for love to happen on the island.
She's a burst of energy. I like her though.
Yes. Yes. And I was here for it. I was like, yes, girl. Like, I mean, in that moment too, I was like, okay, well, maybe Kendall is like definitely off the market because, okay, because she has imprinted as on Twilight when they say
territory.
Right, exactly. What were your reactions when you guys saw the talent show? Brian?
I wasn't surprised at all. I was just cracking up, but my mouth did drop though.
Yeah,
but I wanted to see like some more like actual talent too.
Yeah,
I know like some things were cut, but yeah, maybe like Sophia probably would have like did like some salsa or something. Like I don't know. I wanted to.
We had a dance routine,
right?
I feel like there was a lot more talent, but I guess obviously they had to shorten everything down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I really wish I want to just get the footage of us doing our Island Girl dance. Like we really thought
we started off in a circle. It was like Island Girls, Island Girls, Island Girls.
Mind you, we came up with this. We came up with this in less than 5 minutes, and there was lots of alcohol in some of our systems. So maybe that's why
a lot, actually.
Maybe that's why they didn't air it. They're like, oh, this is messy, and in our heads we thought it was really good.
Right?
What was the single name? What's his name? Evan or it was Evan, right?
Evan.
Yeah.
What's up with him? Like, what's his story?
Why are you asking Brian?
No,
We may have to bring him more here. I don't know what's up with him. I mean, you know what? I will say this with Evan and Chelsea. Not Chelsea. Oh my gosh, why do I keep forgetting her name? I feel so bad. Erin. Evan and Aaron, I did appreciate their conversation, you know, when they were able to get like a little serious and they both opened up. And, you know, Aaron, she was not my favorite person the beginning of the season, but each episode, I do appreciate the fact that she's having more self-realization, you know, and kind of letting her guards down, because she did come up kind of hard at first. And I see her softening up with each episode. So, you know, I'm liking her a little bit more. It still sucks the damage that she's done with Corey. But yeah, I'm definitely liking that a little more. I did not like that conversation with who was that? Tom. Who was the three guys in that profession?
It was Tom, it was Evan,
Shaq.
and Shaq.
Yeah, that was real sketchy. It was like they're plotting on Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like Erica and Shaq was like brother sister, and then when he said it, he was like, "You remind me of my sister." I already knew that.
Yeah,
just based on their reactions to each other.
Absolutely, yeah. What are you guys' predictions for the next episode?
So obviously Kendall and Alexis are a full thing. So I'm seeing that, but I am seeing him breaking her heart in the very near future as well, because I don't see that emotional connection. I only am seeing that physical connection. I also am excited to see Kristen open up a little bit. I feel like she finally has taken down that wall. So it'll be exciting to see like more of a personality from her. And just like, I'm genuinely curious, like what made her like so guarded? Like, because that you can only cry in the shower. Like, obviously she's been through a lot, so it'll be interesting if she's in that place to see if she opens up and kind of sheds a little bit more light to that. I don't know what I'm like excited in general just to see who else kind of matches up, because now I think those are the only like places where we see like kind of consistent relationships. But I feel like now, kind of like how like both you and Sophia said, like now Alexis and Kendall have kind of opened the doors, so now we'll be able to see more relationships building, and so that's exciting.
Brian, what do you think is going to happen?
I know that you and Julian had like a live earlier, so I do want to see like I guess your dates outside of what we saw.
If there's more dates, we don't know if it's going to be more dates yet.
Okay.
I may go on some, I may not.
Okay, I'm just making predictions. Okay. I'm just open. The show is so interesting, and this is what, episode 4?
Yes, episode 4.
It seems like it's like episode 9 or something.
Right?
So much drama that happened, and so much to just expect.
Right?
I'm pretty much just open.
I am excited that it got more interesting in the girls that were technically in a relationship house. Like, because at first it was just like, oh God, like please just switch it back to the other house, because I'm not seeing anything interesting at all. But it's like the single guys over there are the ones kind of raising the drama, and I'm like, we don't like men that cause drama.
Sophia, what do you think is going to happen? What are your predictions for this next episode?
I definitely think what you said is absolutely 100% correct. Alexis did open a very big door, and I think it not only hit.
It's okay.
Sorry about that. It was connected. So I feel like it's not only. Where did you guys go? You disappeared.
We can still see you though.
Oh, you can see me? Okay, that's fine. So not only did it kind of hit the singles, like, okay, like, wow, we need to really, step it up. But it also, and you could tell Corey, like, kind of took this big gulp of his liquor, because it's like, damn, it's really hitting these men too. Like, shit's about to get real.
Yeah.
So from here on out, it's gonna get more like touchy feely, and it's gonna just get spicy. That's all I got.
I'm
Listen,
ready.
you heard it from her mouth, okay? The Latina, Miss Miami, Miss 305, okay?
Yes, I'm gonna come visit Sophia.
Yes, well, listen, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Tula Unfiltered. Listen, there's a lot more that's going to be talked about. We have literally like the entire season still ahead of us, and so much is happening. So make sure you join us next week again for another episode of Tula Unfiltered, where we will be spilling the tea on what's happening with this show. Make sure you guys follow us. Our handles are right below on our names. Make sure you show us some love, tag us, share it to your friends, and make sure you guys continue to watch Temptation Island every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next week, guys. Peace.